In this video, we're going to review piecewise functions. So we're going to graph this first example. Y is equal to x plus 3 if x is less than 1, and x squared if x is equal or greater than 1. So first I'll draw our coordinate axes, x, y. And what we want to do is recognize what our domain is. First, our domain for the entire function is everything, right? Because we look over here at the right side, we have x is less than 1, and then we have x is equal or greater than 1. So every value of x is within one of these two sets. But from there, we want to recognize that each of this, we really have a partition here, where we have a part of the domain, and then we have a function associated with that, or a rule associated with that. So if x is less than 1, we want to use x plus 3 as our function. Right? We know how to draw linear equations. X plus 3, so we have a y-intercept of 3. And at x equals 1, this goes up to 4. I am going to draw an open circle here because we have x is less than 1, so we do not use the value x is equal to 1 for this rule. And we can draw our linear equation just like that. Then, if x is greater than or equal to 1, we use the rule x squared. Greater than or equal to 1. If x is 1, then x squared is 1. And we're going to fill in the circle because we have equality here. And then we draw our function x squared, which goes through the point 2, 4 as well. And we have drawn our piecewise function defined here. And notice again, the domain for this function is all real values of x, but we split that domain up into two different parts and draw our two different rules or our two different expressions on each of those partitions of the domain. Okay, so let's do one other quick example here. We are going to graph this piecewise function. So again, we draw our coordinate axes. We want to draw the expression, or the graph of -1 if x is less than -2. So 1, 2, -1, y is -1. So we have an open circle there with the function going off to the left at -1. From -2 to 0, we draw the equation 2x. So at -2, this should be -4. So we'll plot that in. And again, closed circle because we have equality here. And we draw a linear equation. And then we have the square root of x for x is equal or greater than 0. So when x is 1, y is 1. When x is 4, y is 2. And we draw in our radical equation here, our square root of x. And we have successfully drawn this piecewise function now. All right, and that is it for this review video.